Good afternoon, class. Today we are going to work on term one common test, term one end of term exam or end of term test. As you can see, these are the concepts or the units that we are going to be working on. You can see our paper is just going to be as a typical paper that we are going to write end of the term. So as you can see, please just note that we have got questions which comes where you are asked to calculate some ingredients or some questions that has to do with some bakings and ingredients are supposed to be known. And then we also have temperatures, calculating area of given shapes. We are going to calculate some form of we are saying recipes in terms of business bakings and stuff. We are going to work on some form of cost charges, contract line versus prepaid. We are going to work on some calculations of financial statements or financial documents. So without wasting any time, we have got to know that every time when exam is to be written, we need to know that instructions must be always be read. So as you can see, we are saying it's mathematical literacy grade 11 is term 1, controlled test instructions, number your work according to the numbering system. It is always very important. Show all your calculations to be able to earn all the marks. Write all your answers in ink. Leave a space, leave a line before writing a solution to the next question. Round off the final answers appropriately according to the context unless otherwise stated. So these are the instructions that we are going to be working with, and it's always known that exam has got instructions. So we are given question 1. A trader who deals in shoes is investigating a business proposal to see whether it will be viable or not. He is checking out to see whether business gonna be viable or not. So now he uses the following table to check the possible income, the possible money that he is going to make, and costs, as well as the profits. That is business analysis. So the questions given now is that start the table and use to use it to answer the following questions. Investigating the income and total cost for different pairs of shoes. That's what we are given there for different pairs of shoes. So we are given that number of pairs is from 0, 20 up to 200. And then we are given total cost at 0 number of shoes. There is a cost that is there, 20,000 rands. And then income is 0. So now, what I always tell you last time, or I've been telling you last time, is that whenever we have got costs before any operation is done, costs that are always there, I always say that these are called fixed costs. As long as the business operates, we need to understand that there are costs which are always there, whether we have opened or we have closed the business for that whole month, but there are charges that are there. We sold or we did not sell, whatever the cost remains being available. So we are told that total income 10,000, 20,000 up to whatever 100,000. So now what we are asked here is that before starting up the business, he needs a certain amount of money to cover his fixed cost as well as the initial variable cost. We say these costs, they change according to level of operation, changes according to business operations. Variable costs, they vary, they do respond according to the levels of business operation. So here it is told that how much does the trader needs to cover his fixed cost? Like I said there, I said that fixed costs are costs that are readily available from the point that the business is running. So the total cost at 0 pairs of shoes. So we can see that that is fixed cost. So his fixed cost, uh, it is given there, which is 20,000 that I have already mentioned. I showed you that it is 20,000 is the fixed cost that we are seeing there. 20,000 is the fixed cost. And then how much does he need to buy one pair of shoes? How much does he need to buy one pair of shoes? We need to calculate the cost of one pair of shoes in order for him to buy it. So what we need to understand is that one pair of shoes is equals to one one pair one pair one pair is equals to, that's what we need to calculate. We need to see how much how much is needed to buy one pair of shoes. So it is given that at 20 pairs, at 20 pairs, he is going to have a total cost of 20,000. At 20 pairs, he has to have a cost of what he's going to have. We are saying at 20 pairs, he has got an extra cost, which makes him to have 26,000. So in terms of this one pair is equals to, in order for us to get this, what do? We say 26,000 minus 26,000. We said 26,000 minus what? Minus 20,000. 26,000 minus 20,000, which is, we want to see that 26,000 minus 20,000, so that we can see how much is that, and then we divide by the number of pairs that we have, divided by 20 pairs. So what we are saying is that in this case, we say 26 minus 26 26 minus 20,000, that is going to give us 6,000 divided by what? 6,000 divided by 20, which is going to give us 20 divided by 6,000. We are going to get that is going to give us 300 as to say that one pair, it would cost 300 rand. What happens is, we said at no charges, there is a fixed cost of 20,000. But now when he has 20, when there are 20 pairs, we can see that there is a total cost of 26. So we are saying the total cost at 20 pairs minus fixed cost divided by the number of pairs that are there, or that we have at 20. So therefore at 20, we are saying we need to see that how much is the extra cost that is there, which is the variable cost, or which is the extra cost that we are talking about. So we have got to say 26 minus 20, minus 20,000, which gives us 6,000. 6,000 divided by 6, divided by 20 pairs. So then we can see each pair can cost how much, and then write the formula. Write a formula that he can use to calculate his total cost. We say total cost. We are saying total cost in this case. Total cost. His total cost is equals to, in this case, we are saying it has to say 20,000 plus plus 300 multiplied by number of pairs that he can buy. So is equals to, we are saying is equals to fixed cost 20,000 is cost 20,000 plus 20,000 plus is cost 20,000 plus we are saying the variable cost 300, the cost per pair 300 multiplied by number of pairs of shoes multiplied by number of pairs multiplied by number of pairs. That is the total cost. It is 20,000 his original cost that is readily available, plus we are saying the cost of one pair is 300. So we are saying 300 multiplied by the number of pairs that is wanna buy. So that is what that's the formula for the total cost. And then you will need a big income to be able to break even and to make enough profit. So now let's see the question. Obviously, you need more income to break even. We said break even just for the sake of those who might not have seen or we might not have known this. We said the point to reach a point of safety. That is when the business is neither making a profit or a loss. When the business is operating at that point, we cannot say that is a safety point, but we are saying it's survival. It's a survival stage where the business is managing to cover up operating costs. The operating costs are actually taking every income that the business is making. We say that is what that is the break-even point, a point at which the business is only making enough money to cover its operating costs or its operating expenses. That's the break-even. So now, write a formula he can use to calculate his income. In order to calculate income, we are saying income, for us to calculate the total income. Income is equals to, how is he gonna calculate the income? Income is equals to, we are saying it is given that in this case, the trader is actually investigating the total income and total cost, and then he deals in shoes. He's proposing to see whether it will be viable or not. He uses the following table to check the total cost and the total profits as well. So now, what we are saying is, how are we going to calculate the total income? So total income is goes to, in this case, his total income is goes to the total number of pairs that is going to sell multiplied by the price per what? Multiplied by price per pair. Number of pairs multiplied by price per pair. Number of pairs multiplied by price per pair. That is his total income. So now, in that case, how do we get that? How do we get that total income? We are saying is number of pairs that he is going to sell, or that is going to stock for sale, multiplied by we say multiplied by the number of, multiplied by the cost or the price per pair of shoes. So we can see that in this case he is going to sell each pair. We say that each pair is going to be sold at how much? It's going to be sold at at 500 Rand is going to sell each pair at 500 Rand. Income is cost to number of pairs multiplied by the cost per pair. So we can see that that is going to say total income is cost to number of pairs sold multiplied by price per pair. How much is he going to sell each pair? So we say that that can be, this is equals to number of pairs sold multiplied by, you say 500 Rand multiplied by number of pairs. Multiplied by number of pairs sold. And then that's the formula. That's the formula there. Question 1.2.1. And then what is his profit or loss when he buys and sells 40 pairs of shoes? What is his profit or loss when he buys 40 pairs, or when he buys and sells 40 pairs of shoes? So in this case, we are saying profit or loss is profit or loss. We can calculate it as equals to profit or loss is equals to, we say 20,000 and then we are saying if he's going to buy and sell 20,000, we are saying 20, and then he's going to sell 40, he's going to sell 40,000, he's going to pay 40 pairs of shoes, which is going to say that 40 pairs is going to number of pairs, we say 20,000, we're saying that is multiplied by 500. We are saying in terms of 30, how do we get this, which is going to give us to say, we said 20,000 subtract 20,000 subtract in terms of this 20,000, that is the income. We are saying profit or loss. Remember, we said profit or loss is equals to, let me show you the table again. Profit or loss, we are saying this is at 40,000 here, at 40 pairs of shoes, at 40 shares of 40 pairs of shoes. What happens is that the table can show you that we say total cost, we are saying total cost, or we say that total cost minus we say total cost minus total income minus total cost, which must give us the formula for profit or loss. That is where to start, is total income minus, we are saying total income minus total cost. In that case, at 40 pairs, this is equals to total income, just to make it clear for all of us to see what happens. We say that profit or loss is equals to total income minus total cost. Total income at 40, we are told, we can see that total income at 40, our income is 20,000. Our cost is what? Is 32. So what happens is total cost is total income is equal to 20,000 minus 32,000. That is how we get that. which is gonna give us minus 12,000. Minus 12,000 is what you call, this is equals to, this means that minus means the man makes, he made a loss of 12,000. There is a loss of 12,000 rands that he made there, because as you can see that total income minus total cost gives us whether profit or loss. So in any case, whenever you see that income is less than cost, it already tells you that there is a loss that is going to be made. So for us to make a profit, it should always be a bigger number subtracting a smaller number, meaning to say income must always be greater than what? Income must always be greater than expenses for us to make a profit. However, in this case, there is a loss that was made. There is a loss that was made here. And then determine the value of A and B in the table. The value of A and B in the table, which is 1.23. Determine the value of A and B. Let's say the value of A. Determine the value of A and B in the table of A. In order for us to get A, how do we get A? The value of A on the table. We say that A, in order for us to get A, we must say, we must calculate A by saying total income divided by the selling price of one pair in order for us to get A. A is equals to total income made divided by the price per pair. That's how we can get A. We are saying A is equals to total income divided by price of each pair. Price of each pair is what we are saying we are calculating A. A actually defines what is A. A in this table, it defines the number of pairs. The number of pairs. So he made an income of 30,000. He made income of 30,000, but how many pairs were sold in the first place? So for us to get that, that is why we say 30,000 is equals to 30,000. This is equals to 30,000. 30,000 divided by 500 rand. We said that the price per pair is 500 rand. 30,000 divided by 500 is equals to, this gonna give us 30,000 divided by 500. That gonna give us 60. So A is equals to 60 pairs. A is equals to 60 pairs. And then B, in order for us to calculate B, we must found it by saying that B, it is the total income. Total income is also the vice versa of what we just did. B is just the vice versa of what we did to say, we say that 500 multiplied by 180 in order for us to get B, because B is equals to income. So the formula of calculating income is what we are using in this case. The formula for calculating income applies in order for us to get B. So B, our B is equals to, we are saying he had already sold 180 pairs, number of pairs, multiplied by price per pair. multiplied by price per pay is gonna be equals to uh is equals to it is equals to total income. Is equals to total income, which is also which is we are saying total income is what we call B there. That is our B. So it is equals to number of pays sold. We can see that he sold number of pays. We say that he sold 180, and then we are saying each pay was sold 500. So 180 pays were sold. 180 pays were sold multiplied by price per pay, which is equals to number of pays 180 multiplied by 500 multiplied by 500 is gonna give us to see 180 multiplied by 500, which is gonna give us the number of pays to say how much income was made. 500 times 180, that is equals to it's gonna be equals to 90,000. 90,000 is the total income, which is equals to our B. Our B is equals to 90,000, which is given there to say that 90,000 gonna give us what is B, because we said these formulas, we are just using them as they apply in that case. How many pairs of shoes must he sell to break even? In order for him to break even, how many pairs should he sell? So in terms of this, how many pairs can he sell to break even? In this case, we said that whereby he's going to where he's going to not make a profit or a loss, how many pairs can he sell? So we can maybe prove this by using our different formulas to calculate the cost and total income. Total cost break even is when we say total cost is equals to total income. So how many pairs? This is when we say total cost is equals to total income. That's when we can say that is break even. Total income. That's when we say break even has been made. So how many pairs can he sell in order for him to break even? So we are saying, if we can just check here, total income, A, we said A is equals to total income divided by number of pairs, and then B is equals to number of pairs multiplied by price per pay. So in this case, we can calculate that at how many pairs. Let's say we say that at number of pairs sold, this can be equals to we said total income, total cost is equals to total income, which is our break even. So now our break even, which is equals to, we are saying how many pairs must he sell. We can see that where the total cost is equals to total income, I calculated that, which can give us that that is obtained when he sells 100 pairs. 100 pairs, which we can prove to say at 100 pairs, total income, how much income can he make? We say total income is cost to price, we say 500, number of pay, price per pay multiplied by 100. That is our income, and then total cost, we say that our total income, and then we are saying our total income and then number of pairs. So at 100 rand, at 100 pairs, we can say that can give us, this is going to give us 5,000 income. So in terms of the cost, 5,000 income, that is our income, and then our cost is equals to say our cost, which is also going to say at this price, our cost also is going to be, we say that at 100 pace. So this can also be given and be calculated to say that our total, which can give us that when we come here, our number of pace at 100, we are saying that it can make an income of 5,000 at 100. It can make income of 5,000 as I've calculated to you there. And then obviously the total cost is equals to also be 5,000 again. Total cost is also going to be 5,000. So at 100 pairs, they can give us a break-even point. And then we are given that a telephone company has a lead line service and a cell phone service. The cell phone service is neither on contract or prepaid, is either on contract. The cell phone is either on contract or prepaid. The phone tariffs are shown below. The phone tariffs are shown below there. So now what we are asked here is that we are told that this monthly rent line is 150. Contract, it is actually nothing there. On normal call charges, call rates, rent line is 50 cents per minute, and contract is 1 rand per minute, and then prepaid, it is 2 rand per minute. Other charges on contract, we have got 250 rand per month. Monthly benefits, 200 free minutes, and 100 free minutes, and free handset. Those are the descriptions that we are given in this case. We are given those descriptions. So now the question comes and say what? It wants us to say write a formula that you can use to calculate the amount you would pay every month if you use a landline. If you use a landline, write the formula that you use. We are saying amount that can be used in this case at on a landline. On a landline, what is the formula that can be used? We are saying that can be a monthly payment. It is our monthly payment. Monthly payment is equals to, how do we get our monthly payment in terms of a landline? We have got a cost charge. We have got a cost charge of a landline of 150 that is given here. We are given that there is a 150 that is already there on a landline, 150, and then the 150 we are saying plus normal core rates. The core rates that we are given here is that it costs 50 cents per minute. So we say multiply by 50 rand per minute, multiply by 50 cents, 50 cents plus 50 cents multiplied by number by minutes above 200 minutes. That is given here to say monthly benefits, or we are saying if it is above for 200 minutes free. So if it is 200 minutes, it doesn't charge. But if it goes above 200 minutes, that's when it charges. So we are saying this cost is goes to 150 plus 50 cents, which is charged at minutes that are above 200. That is how we calculate that one, which is close to 150 plus 0.5, we are saying plus 50 cents multiplied by multiplied by minutes above 200 minutes, multiplied by minutes above 200 minutes, because the context says that it says that on minutes that are, we are saying 200 free minutes are given, but when it is above 200, that's when it charges. So that is to say 150, 150 rand, 150, 150 plus the 50 cents, 50 cents multiplied by minutes above 200 minutes, because if it is below 200 minutes, it is on free charge. If it is below 200 minutes, because it says monthly benefits, we have got 200 free minutes. So if it is up, if it goes below 200 minutes, it will be free. However, then we are saying if it goes above, it means we are going to have a cost of what, of the number of minutes that are above the 200 minutes that we are talking about. And then the next question is saying the formula for prepaid. Prepaid also, it is given that the prepaid it has got a monthly cost. Monthly cost of a prepaid is equals to, we say that a prepaid is equals to, our prepaid is equals to monthly, our contract cell phone prepaid is equals to, we say it is given that prepaid is 2 rand per minute, 2 rand, it is 2 rand, it is 2 rand per minute, plus also we are saying it is cost 2 rand multiplied by number of minutes used, because we are told that it is 2 rand per minute prepaid. It is 2 rand per minute prepaid, so that is cost to 2 rand multiplied by number of minutes is equals to 2 rand multiplied by number of minutes used multiplied by number of minutes multiplied by number of minutes used. It is given there in the context that those are the charges to sell prepaid 2 rand per minute. There are no conditions in terms of this conditions in terms of P. And then the next question, the prepaid service, it charges 2 rand per minute. So number of minutes multiplied by cost per minute. And then the question next, it says, how much would you pay if in a month, if you used 300 minutes and you are subscribed to the contract cell phone line. So therefore, 2.12 we are saying if you are charged 200, if you are going to say a contract cell phone line, a contract cell phone line is close to this is close to the formula that we have given there. We said a contract formula, a contract line is close to this is equals to this is equals to a contract line. Contract line is cost 200 rand per month plus 200 rand per month plus we are saying if you are going to use that multiply by, we say 200 plus 300 minus 100 times 1 rand, that is the charge. If you use for 300 minutes, which is equals to 250, that is already given there. 250 plus 250 rand plus we are saying the cost per minute is what? We are saying which is cost to be used for 300 minutes. 300 minutes minus 100 multiply by what? Multiply by 1 rand, because it is given there that 100 free minutes contract line. 100, we are saying it is given that the monthly benefit is that it has got 100 free minutes and a free handset. So what you need to understand is that the charges on the contract line is per month you pay 250, and then we are saying you have used the phone for 300 minutes. So we are saying 300 minutes minus the free minutes that you are given already. The 3 minutes that you are given there, which is going to give us to say 250 plus 300 minutes minus the 100 minutes that are for free, multiply by, we are saying multiply by 1 rand per minute, per charges per minute is 1 rand, that is given there. That's how we calculate this. That's how we calculate that. So I'm saying this is a fixed charge plus the minutes used is used, these ones. These are the used. And then remember to say these ones, we say these are free minutes. That is what you need to understand. That is what is happening there. 300 is used, 100 is the free minutes, 1 rand is the cost per minute. Is the cost per minute, that is the cost per minute. So we are going to say, we said this one is fixed. So that is going to give us, we put it through, we put it that one through, which can give us to say 250 plus plus 200. We are saying plus 200. That we are saying 300 minus that one multiply by 1 rand, and then it is gonna give you, that is gonna give you 450 rand. 450. That is gonna give you 450 rand in terms of the cell phone, the contract cell phone service. We now want to say B, prepaid cell phone. Prepaid cell phone. The prepaid cell phone, let's work it again. It is cell phone cell phone prepaid is equals to, when we calculate that again, it's gonna be calculated based on the table again that we are using there. Our table that we are using there to say that it is equals to amount cell phone prepaid is equals to 2 rand per minute, and then we are saying it is used for what? For 300 minutes. So we said 2 rand multiplied by number of minutes, cost per minute multiplied by number of minutes. That's gonna give us is equals to cost per minute multiplied by number of minutes. That is equals to give us to say that the cost per minute is 2 rand. It is given that is 2 rand per minute, and then which is given there in our contract there. It is given that the prepaid is there 2 rand per minute multiplied by number of minutes that we have already shown the formula there. So 2 rand multiplied by number of minutes multiplied by 300, which is going to give us, 400, 600. That's gonna give us 600. And then the next question is saying, determine the actual cost of a handset if the contract length is 2 years. Determine the actual cost of a handset if the contract length is 2 years. So on this case, what we are saying is that what we need to know, or what we are supposed to do, is equals to say, according to our table there, we are saying that it must be calculated by 250, the cell phone, the handset, and the free handset, 100 minutes. We are saying that must be calculated as this is equals to 250, and then the contract is going to be 2 years, which is gonna actually give us to say that determine the actual cost of the handset. So that is equals to our 250, which is 250 250 minus we are saying the cost, which is 1 rand multiplied by 100 minutes, which is gonna give us 150. That is gonna give us 150. That is the cost we are saying. We are looking on the monthly charges there, and then 150 is equals to, we are saying 150 ena, it must be multiplied by 2 years is 24 months. 150 multiplied by 2 years, 150 multiplied by 2 years is equals to 24 months. We are calculating it in months. 2 years multiplied by 24 months. We are multiplying that by 24 months. So that we multiply that, put it through the calculator. Which must be, we are working it, putting through the calculator. That's gonna give us, this is equals to 3,600. 3,600. 3,600 is the cost of the handset alone. And then we go to the next question, 2.2. Linda runs a telephone service business near a university. She charges R2.50 per minute or a part thereof for a call. She expects a total usage to be 2,000 minutes. And then how much would Linda's income be if she sold 2,000 minutes worth of phone calls? So now, in this case, we are saying the income that she's going to make here is going to be equals to, this is going to be saying income is equals to, we say that R2.50 per minute, R2.50 per minute that is given there, and then multiply by number of minutes, 2,000 minutes, multiply by the time, which is 2,000 minutes that are given there, which is gonna give us to say that we multiply it through, that's gonna give us 5,000. 5,000 will be the cost, will be the actually, that will be the income that Linda can make if she's going to actually sell 2,000 minutes. If 1 minute is R2.50, it's a direct mathematical question that we are to work there. Our next question. That will be actually like that. Our next question is question 3. We are given that Miss Serimi is a retired consumer studies educator. She owns a business of selling different types of cakes, including scones. The recipe for baking scones is given below. This is the recipe photo of the scones that she bakes. So these are the recipes. Not 1 cup is cost 250 mils. 1 inch is cost to 2.54 centimeters. 1 tablespoon is cost to 15 millimeters. But these are the ingredients that she uses given in this case. She uses these ingredients there. So we are told that mix dry ingredients in a large bowl. Mix dry ingredients in a large bowl, and then we have said mix the large dry ingredients in a large bowl. Add butter until creams are formed. Add milk, place whatsoever those are given there. Bake at 350 temperature until light brown. Preparation time 30 minutes. Cooking time 15 minutes. That is the times that are given there. So now preparation time is 30, cooking time is 15, and then use the information above and answer the questions. 3.1, it says determine the total time in hours to prepare and to cook the scones. Total time this total time is equals to, we said that total time in this case, we get our total time. How do we get our total time? Total time is equals to preparation time plus cooking time. Total time is equals to preparation plus cooking time. Preparation plus cooking time, which we are given that total time we are saying in terms of preparation, it is given that 30 minutes and then cooking time 15 minutes, which we have seen there. So we say that preparation time 30, we are saying that is equals 30 minutes plus 15 minutes, which is going to give us, this is equals to 45 minutes. But the question is saying, give your answer in what? The question is saying, determine the total time in hours. It says determine the total time in hours. So if it is in hours, we have to say this is 45 minutes. Therefore, 45 minutes is equals to 45 minutes is actually 1 minute is equals to 1 minute. I'm sure I remember that 1 minute is equals to 60. 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. 1 hour is equals to 60 minutes. So in this case, we are saying we have got 45 minutes. However, we have got 45 minutes. 45 minutes, which is equals to converting 45 minutes to hours. Convert 45 minutes to hours, and then we are saying you get the total number of what? The total number of hours in that case, which is total less than an hour, there. And then the next question is saying, the next question says, it says, the next question, Miss Seremi started preparing the scones at 14:55. She claims that the scones will be ready by 15:30. Verify through calculation whether a claim is valid. We are saying she started there preparing, and then she started preparing at this time. Preparing time, it was 14:55, and she is claiming that they will be ready in what? In 40 in at 15:30. That is the question. Therefore, verify that the scones will be ready. For us to know the scones will be ready, what do we say? We say that the preparation time, this is equals to 3.2 is equals to 14:55, that she's going to start 14:55 plus 45 minutes. We said the whole time of preparation, she starts at there. So we are saying 14:55 plus 45 minutes that she's going to use for the total time that she's going to use for the scones to be ready. So if we add that 14:55 plus 45 is gonna give us This gonna give us 1540. This gonna give us 1540, but therefore her claim is saying what? She says her claim is saying the scones will be ready by the scones will be ready by 1530. The scones will be ready by 1530, but therefore we are saying them can be ready. They are going to be ready at 1540. So her claim is not correct. Her claim is invalid because the scones are going to be ready. Her claim is not correct. Her claim is not valid. Her claim is not valid because as we can see that the scones will be ready at 1540. Her claim is not her claim is not valid. That's what happens in this case. And then the next question is saying, question 3.3, it says, calculate how much, number 3, calculate how much all-purpose flour in milliliters is needed to bake 36 scones. 3.3, how much all-purpose flour is needed to bake 36 scones. That one, we also go back to our question. Therefore, we are saying all-purpose flour. We must just go to this question and then look at it like this. We are told that we have to use our formula there. What is said is that all-purpose flour, teaspoon, tablespoon, all-purpose flour, 2.5. We are saying all-purpose flour is gonna give us 2.5 cups all-purpose, and then we want to see how many scones will be made there. In this case, this is gonna give us if how many scones gonna come out there. So what we need to do is we need to calculate this one, 3.3, or 3.3. 3.3 is equals to, we are saying in terms of this 12, we have got 12 scones that are made here, 12 scones which are made from this scenario. 12 scones are actually made is equals to, they are made by 2.5 cups. They are made by 2.5 of cups of all purpose. 2.5 cups of all purpose. So now what you need to understand is that 36 scones, 36 scones is equals to what? We are saying 36 scones is equals to 2.5. 2.5. We have got our 2.5, 2.5 cups multiplied by 2.5 multiplied by 3, which is equals to, which is gonna give us 7.5 cups. 7.5. I think you understand where the 3 is coming from. 3 is that we are saying 36. There are 3 12s that can, we are saying 36 there is 12 times 3 is gonna give us 36. So 2.5 times 3 is gonna make 7,5 cups. 2,5 times 3. We are saying 3 is because 12 into 36 is 3 times. That I'm sure that we are still following together there. So now we are saying 7 cups, 7,5 cups, 7.5 cups is equals to 7.5 is equals to 7.5 multiplied by 250 milliliters, which is 7,5 times 250 milliliters. That is going to give us 1875. That's going to give us 1875 milliliters. 1875 milliliters. And then our next question, 3,4, it says 3,4 express the baking temperature of 356 in degrees Celsius. 356 Frankfurt in degrees Celsius. Use the formula that is given there. So for 356 using the formula that is given there, it's a matter of substitution. 3.4, 3,4. We are saying 3,4. That is equals to degrees Celsius. We are told that the formula that is given there, we are given the formula that the formula is equals to degrees is equals to F minus 32, F minus 32 divided by 1.8 is equals to F minus 32, F minus 32, F minus 32 divided by 1.8, which we are saying that our F, which is equals to our F we are given that is supposed to be, this is to say temperature is equals to, we are saying this is equals to our temperature is equals to 356 that we are given. 356 minus 32 356 minus 32 divided by 1,8 which is gonna actually give us to say 324 divided by 1,8 which is gonna give us 324 divided by 1,8 324 divided by 1,8 324 324 divided by 180 is going to give us 108. That is going to give us 180 degrees Celsius. It's close to 180 degrees Celsius. Then you get it right there. And then 3.5, our 3.5, 3.5, it says Miss Serene baked 48 scones to determine how many teaspoons of salt were required. She baked she baked 48 scones. She baked 48 scones and determine how many teaspoons of salt were required. We are saying 48 scones were baked. This is equals to number of how many tablespoons of salt were required, which we can see that we say that salt, half teaspoon of salt, and then how many determine how many teaspoons of salt. How many teaspoons of salt were required? Half teaspoon of salt. We are saying in this one, here class, we are saying teaspoons of salt. What is happening is that half teaspoon is equals to 12, is equals to 12 scones. We are saying half teaspoon. We are saying this case, in this case, we are saying the number of scones, 1 tablespoon, 1 teaspoon of salt, and then the number of this one. What happens is that we are going to see that we are multiplying by what? Half teaspoon is equals to 12. What about if they are going to be 40? If they have half teaspoon is equals to 12, what about 48? 48, it means half plus half is equals to 24, which is equals to 1. If they are 48, it's equals to give us two teaspoons. 2 teaspoon is equals to give us 48. I guess we are together here. 3.6, 3.5, half teaspoon is equals to 12, and then we are saying it's equals to 12 scones, and then 48 scones. 48 scones is equals to dash. 48 scones is equals to dash. That is equals to say half. We are saying half times half plus half. It gives us 12. So 12 times in this case 12 times in order for us to get 48, it means we have got 4. We have got 12 times 4 is equals to 48. So this is equals to half times 4, half times 4, half times 4 is equals to half times 4 is equals to number of teaspoons, which is equals to choose 2. 2 spoons can be used because we are saying half can give us 12. So if there are 48, it needs us to have 2 spoons. We are given next question that the next question says the picture below shows the dimensions of a baking pan. The dimensions of a baking pan which are given here, and then Miss Serene uses for the scones. Calculate the area of the baking pan. You may use the following formula. Area is equals to length times width. So obviously we are saying area is equals to length times width. Area is equals to length times width. So this is equals to, which is equals to 26 times 18, which is gonna give us 468. 468 square centimeters. 468 square centimeters. And then the next question is saying, Miss Serene wants to bake 85 scones. Calculate how many baking pans of scones will she make if each scone's dimension is 4 centimeters by 4 centimeters. She wants to bake 85 scones. So this is equals to, this one is equals to length, our length, which is, our length is 26. Our length is 26 and is 4 by 4, which is equals to 26 divided by 4. 26 divided by 4, it's gonna give us 6,5. 6,5 is the number of scores that can be there on the length. And then we are saying width, the width also is equals to, our width is equals to 18 divided by 4 again, which gonna give us what is it, 18 divided by 4, which is gonna be 4,5 also, 4,5, and then that is gonna give us, this is equals to, we're saying this is 4 scones, 4 scones, and here also it is 6 scones in this case. So now the pan, one pan is equals to, 6 times 4. One pan can give us 6 times 4, which is equals to 6 times 4, which is equals to 24. And then number of pans, number of pans is equals to, number of pans in this case is equals to, our number of pans is gonna be equals to we say 85 divided by what? By 24. Because we are saying one pan can give us 24. One pan can give us 24 scones. And then we want to know how many pans can she going to make it 85 scones. So number of pans is equals to 85 divided by what? 85 divided by 24, which is going to give us 85 divided by 24 is gonna give us 3.5, 3.54, 166, which is equals to 4 pans. Which is equals to 4 pans. So we are saying we divide the width, the length, in order for us to say, we are saying this is the length, that is the length, and this is the width. As you can see, it has to be calculated like that. And then we are saying each pan is going to give us, 24 scones. So now, number of pans that can be used, number of pans that can come out of 85 scones is equals to 85 divided by 24. That is going to give us 4 pounds, as we have seen there. And then we can work the next question. Question 4. Question 4, it says, define the term capacity. Define the term capacity. Capacity is actually a measurement of an object, a measure to an, we are saying it's used to measure an object, quantity, or an object, amount of things that it can carry. It refers to a measure an object can contain or carry. It refers to a measurement, an object can carry or contain. How much an object can contain or carry is capacity. How much an object can carry or can contain is capacity. And then we saw it again. The last question is saying, calculate the volume of the geyser in liters. You may use the formula: volume of a cylinder is equals to pi r times h, where pi is this one. So 1 liter is equals to 1000 cubic centimeters. So what is happening here is that we are given that the radius is what? I mean the diameter. This one is the diameter, 40.8 centimeters. And then therefore, and then the height is given that is the height. So we need to calculate, we need to find radius is equals to diameter over 2. That's how we calculate this. So what happens here is that we are saying our radius is equals to diameter over 2 divided by 2. That is equals to 40.8. That is 40.8 divided by 2. 40.8 divided by 2. And then we get 20, this is equals to 20.4. 20.4 centimeters is equals to our radius. So we are saying volume is equals to our pi 3.12, 3.142, 3.142 multiplied by r squared, which is our r squared multiplied by 20.4 times 2 times height multiplied by our height, which is also given that it is our height, which is given here. We are saying it is 1,1,15 meters. We convert it also to what? To centimeters, which is equals to 115 centimeters. We are saying convert meters. This one is it is converted from 1,5. It is converted from 1,15 meters, converted from 1,15 meters, which is going to give us this 115. 1 centimeter, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters class. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. That is the relationship that we do here. So we just say 1 meter, 1,15 meters. How many centimeters are they? We just say multiply by 100 centimeters. We multiplied 1,15 times 100. Then it gives us this one. And then we go on. This is equals to, we go on, that is equals to, you calculate that, it's going to give you, this going to give us, put it through your calculator, it's going to give us 150,371, 00928. This is cubic centimeters. Cubic centimeters. And then we are saying, giving you answer, we are saying calculate the volume in liters. Calculate the volume in liters. But we are given that 1 liter is equals to 1,000 cubic centimeters. But as we got these cubic centimeters, so we divide by 1,000. We divide these cubic centimeters by 1,000 in order for us to get the correct answer, which is equals to 150,371, 0.0928 divided by 1,000. Divided by 1,000, because it's given there in the formula, which is equals to, that's gonna give us, this gonna give us 150. We say we move also back to the right, to the left 3 times. When we divide by 1,000, we say we move the decimal place is here. We are going to move to say that it's gonna move saying 1, 2, 3. So we divide it and then it moves those 3 times. That is going to give us 150, 371, 3,71, 0.0928 liters to 2 decimal places is 150,37 liters. We are saying to 2 decimal places. To 2 decimal places, the answer can be 1,537, 150.337 liters. So classy, that is what is happening here. The 6 marks, you are quite possible, or it is quite possible to get those 6 marks there. You first of all calculate the diameter. After calculating the diameter by dividing, calculate the radius by dividing diameter by 2, and then you use the formula given there that volume is equal to pi r squared h. Pi r squared h is what is being substituted in this case, is pi r squared h is what has been substituted for us to get this. Our r is 20. This is our r that we have we have calculated there to say our R is 20,4, and then our height, we say that it was in meters. We converted it to centimeters by multiplying by what? By 100 centimeters, because 1 meter is close to 100 centimeters. That's what is happening. And then with that, you are able to actually get these marks, all of them correct. Thank you very much for your time and all the best. Let's keep following and let's keep connected. I promise you that you won't miss, you won't not get any, if you don't get any explanation clear, let's engage and let's work on them together. Thank you very much. Keep connected. Don't forget to uh, uh, subscribe and also join membership now. Like I said, term 2 work is coming. There is quite a lot coming now. Have a great day. Thank you.